All right, we're just about ready to go. We got Josh Binstock, the former Olympian, 2012 Olympian, represented Canada at the 2012 London Olympic Games. With his partner, Sam Schachter, 25-year-old, both from Richmond Hill, Ontario. They'll be facing their national team counterparts, Mike Plantinga, 24-year-old, out of Langley, BC, 6'7", 200 pounds, and Cam Whelan from Barrie, Ontario. Now Josh Binstock and Schachter, they cruised to victory in the finals last year west, taking it 2-0. But could this be a more interesting matchup here in the final?
I definitely believe so. They're going to play two guys also on a national circuit who train every day under the same coach, so they're going to know each other pretty well.
Here's Whelan. Schachter setting it up for Binstock. Just look at the vertical on Josh Binstock.
Over top the 6'7" giant at the net with ease.
Here's Sam Schachter, known as Schachter the Tractor, nickname given to him from the Vancouver Open. Into the net. Not happy with that one. Knotted at one early going here in the first set of the men's final. Mike Plantinga. Binstock getting up. Look at the vertical. Denied by Cam Whelan.
One thing I like about Whelan and Plantinga is they split block. So whenever someone's serving, they're going to be the defender and the other player is going to play at the net. It gives a little more utility to them, gives them a little more free reign, and it makes it a little harder for the opposition attack to figure out what they're doing.
Plantinga jump serve. Binstock going up. Hammers it down. Tied at 2 early on here in the first set. Now, Wes, we talked earlier in the women's final. The two duos had never seen each other. They were unfamiliar, and it certainly, became an advantage for the local duo of the Thomas pair. I'll continue my thought in just a second. Bin block, nice dig by Whelan. Just too much force by Josh Binstock. But these two teams have played each other several times. They're part of the Team Canada national team program. What's the difference here between being familiar with each other?
Well, when you know another team so well, you can employ different types of strategies. You know, one day you might serve one player, the next day you might serve the other player. It's going to be a matter of who shows up and which strategy for offense and defense is going to work today. And we can see right away Plantinga and Whelan going after Binstock, who is probably not seeing very many serves this weekend. So a little change in their strategy off the bat.
Here's Whelan setting up Plantinga. Plantinga, Binstock got a piece of it. Point, Plantinga, and Whelan. Josh Binstock thought Plantinga may have touched the net.
Whelan serving.
Whelan from Barrie, Ontario, 25 years old, has been part of the national team program for 5 years. Stands at 6'6", 200 pounds. Binstock going up, look at that vertical. Perfectly placed, another point for Binstock and Schachter.
Binstock electing to use the jumbo. We call that a jumbo shrimp. High over top of the block, high over top of the digger who's cheating.
Josh Binstock, 33 years old, University of Toronto graduate, played 4 years there. Known for his defensive ability and his versatility. Sam Schachter, known for his power and aggressiveness. Whelan going up, too much force for Binstock.
And Whelan and Plantinga have played in this tournament for the last 3 years. Last year together, the year before with different partners. But each year that they come here, they're stronger, they're faster. It's nice to see them progress along towards success. They're on track for 2020 Olympics. We'll see what they can do here today.
Here's Plantinga. Schachter setting it up for Binstock. Too much force, and that's just a drill. What can you do if you're Mike Plantinga?
Well, Plantinga's not usually a defender. He's usually the guy blocking. He's just trying to get those long arms on the ball, hope for a good touch high into the air so Whelan can set him for a transition point.
Here's Josh Binstock in the serve, leading 5-4. Whelan setting it up. Here's Plantinga, blocked by Bin Block. Schachter with the nice dig. Oh, nice second effort by Binstock. Couldn't quite get there.
To the ground after a ridiculous dig by Sam.
The team of Mike Plantinga and Cam Whelan are the reigning 2013 championship duo. They won the national championships last year, so this team is no pushover.
That guy does? Listen, Sunday is Sunday, buddy.
Here's Schachter,
I'll try new things.
keeping it alive. Wow. Plantinga going up into the net. What a play by Sam Schachter.
Well, both teams executing that rally in the matrix. They were doing some backflips at the net. A lot of interesting touches, but Binstock and Schachter coming up with the point off the Plantinga error.
Both these teams compete internationally. They compete on the NORCECA circuit as well as the FIVB circuit. Here's Sam Schachter. Little long, little too much power. We're all knotted at 6 early on in the first set.
Mike Plantinga's haircut brought to you by The Last Samurai. You can rent it on Netflix tonight.
Here's Cam Whelan. Binstock ready to go up again. Oh, just drills it along the line. So accurate. Perfect combination of power and accuracy.
That's one thing every player needs to have. If you can bring the heat, you'll hold that defender, and then you can beat them with the speed and the roll shots. If you're only a shooter, then it makes it easy for the defender to pick your shots and know your tendencies. But it's just amazing at the speed, the height, and the velocity that these players execute, that Josh Binstock hitting the ball at the top of the antenna.
Plantinga going up. Binstock challenges. Hits it long. Point, Binstock and Schachter.
Plantinga asking for a touch there, but it was just a high five between Plantinga and Binstock. No touch on the ball.
Men's gold medal match here in the volleyball zone 24.
Schachter and Binstock rated #1 in this tournament coming into it by the Center of Gravity rankings. They're currently top 3 in Canada. Binstock. Here's Whelan. Plantinga going up. Binstock challenges. Point. Binstock. No, it wasn't long. Point, Whelan and Plantinga.
That ball catching just the outside of the back line. You see Schachter resetting the line there. Usually we've got volunteers to rake the line so the ref has a clear vision of whether the ball was in or not. Unfortunately not for this tournament, but referee Brian Hebert with a good bird's eye view there.
Very close.
Don't worry, sir.
We've got 7 serving 8 now.
You won't say any inappropriate remarks.
It's been a very busy summer for the duo of Sam Schachter and Josh Binstock. These are just some of the places that they've been to since late April. They've been to China, Dallas, Atlanta, Vancouver, North Bay, Ontario, Long Beach, Mexico twice, and now Kelowna. And just to give you an idea of how busy they are, they actually arrived in Kelowna Saturday at 1 a.m. Their first match was 11 a.m. Saturday morning. They arrived from Long Beach after playing in a FIVB tournament there.
Well, maybe that's why my partner and I were able to get some points on them when we had them as the first match. They were still sleeping.
And we'll talk about that after the first set because you actually played the duo of Schachter and Binstock. We'll talk about that experience. Here's Sam Schachter. Cam Whelan, Plantinga, drills it. Nice dig, Schachter. Challenged by Whelan. Point, Schachter, Binstock.
That's called the wipe off. Binstock setting the ball a little too tight, giving Sam, a bit of a trap, but he was able to push the ball off the block and out. And apologizing to the refs as it hit ref Brian Hebert right in the hat.
Sam Schachter, jump serve. Another point, Schachter and Binstock starting to pull away here, leading by 4 early on in the first set.
First set, next to 3, gotta win by 2.
Here's Schachter. Plantinga with the hammer.
Plantinga planting one cross court. Mike the Plantinga.
Needing some momentum here, trailing 8-11 in the first set.
Mike Plantinga stepping back to the service line to put the ball in play.
Plantinga, Schachter. Too much heat by the former Olympian, Josh Binstock.
And early in the set, we can see Schachter and Binstock running some variations in their sets. They're running the middle, they're running the speed, they're running the ball to the outside. Whelan and Plantinga going with the traditional bump set high ball that's playing into the hands of a big blocker like Josh and a very fast digger in Sam. I think if Mike and Cam can run some variation here, they could be a little more successful.
Plantinga, nice placement. Schachter with a nice dig. Here's an opportunity. Plantinga going up. Oh, you look at the touch by Plantinga there.
Schachter getting caught at the net as the blocker there. Most teams would be in a little bit of stress there with the defender getting caught at the net, but ironically, Sam Schachter used to be a blocker and Josh Binstock used to be a defender, so really some utility there. They can do it both at the net and in the backcourt.
And we've got a timeout here. Not much talking going on between the defending champs of Sam Schachter and Josh Binstock. Comfortable, well, not too comfortable lead of 12-9 early on in the first set. Definitely being challenged. The duo of Plantinga and Whelan will not go away lightly. This is the fourth time Mike Plantinga and Cam Whelan have participated in the Center of Gravity tournament. However, this is their first time participating together. They have never won, but Cam Whelan has captured 3 third-place finishes.
Right now, 12-9, we're in the midst of a technical timeout.
We spoke earlier about how busy Schachter and Binstock have been this summer, but Cam Whelan and Plantinga have been to Russia, the Cayman Islands, Mexico, Long Beach as well, and Vancouver.
This guy's scratching the beat as he walks.
You know, one thing I like about Sam and Josh is that they play with a little bit of swagger. You know, they're constantly talking in between points, whether they win it or not. They always talk about what each other saw, what they could have done better, each and every point. I'd like to see Mike and Cam have a little more fire in the game. They're a little quieter. You know, if they can ride a little more energy, they could actually push this to a little bit of a better match. Get a little more of a chance to win here.
Here's Whelan. Block setting it up. Schachter, tipped by Plantinga, out of the reach for Whelan. Schachter, Binstock leading 13-9. And you notice that Schachter and Binstock playfully taking a jump shot to Sam Schachter. They never get too high and they never get too low. They seem to be very steady emotionally. Whelan, Plantinga. Could be trouble here. Perfect placement by Schachter. Leading 14-9 now in the first set.
You know, the key to setting out is off the good pass. Once you set your partner, you've got to take a look at the defending side and give them a good call. Call the open shot of the court where the defender isn't, but it's on the onus is on the attacker to take a quick glance. You can see Schachter take that look. He saw Whelan cut into the line and he went to the cutty instead.
Plantinga setting it up for Whelan. Whelan, a good look at that read by Binstock. Binstock going up. Plantinga going up. Binstock lost his hat. There it is. What a rally.
What a rally. And Sam ending it off there, trying his best not to step on the hat of Binstock, who's lost it. And Whelan playing a little cat and mouse. He's got Binstock's hat and starting to wear it.
Wow. Check that for insects. Last time I saw that much defense
Schachter, Binstock leading 15-9.
I was in trouble. One of my inappropriate
Could really pull away here.
Still want that hot now?
Here's Sam Schachter. Blocked by Bin Block. The Richmond Hill duo now leading 16-9 in the first set of the men's final.
Binstock showing the key to being a good blocker. It's not good enough to just jump high. You've got to press over the net. The more you press, the less angle the attacker has, the more of a chance that you're going to get the block.
Must be a lot of virgins in the crowd right now.
Here's Schachter. Look at that serve, so much power. Plantinga going up. right in the middle.
Once again, you see Plantinga doing what a good attacker needs to do. The set comes from his partner. Just before he jumps, he takes a quick glance to see what the defense is doing. He saw Sam take a step to his left, so he hit that back down to the middle. One of the hardest skills to master in beach volleyball is a look, but every player needs to be able to do that.
It's now 10-16.
The duo of Plantinga and Whelan captured 2 bronze medals this summer at the NORCECA Tour. Look at the touch by Binstock. What a vertical leap. He gets in the air and changes his mind. It's got to be impossible to read for Plantinga and Whelan.
Oh, almost impossible. He's just too high. He is every angle. He's got the advantage because he's coming from a full approach. Cam Whelan's going from a straight up standing block. Binstock has every angle. He's able to do anything he wants.
Here's Plantinga setting it up nicely for Whelan. Too much for Schachter.
Schachter and Binstock going with the split block there. A little bit of what Plantinga and Whelan do. Schachter almost getting the block there. Whelan just able to sneak in under his arm.
Big part of the match now for Whelan and Plantinga. They haven't been able to bridge this gap of 6 points in a while.
She's gonna have herself a beverage.
Here's 25-year-old Cam Whelan. Going shallow. Setting it up, Schachter, good look at it. Nice dig by Whelan. Blocked again by Josh Binstock, AKA Josh Binblock.
Binblock, he is, but you know, the one thing I really like about that play is Schachter got served short, he beamed in, got the pass up. What he did next was he hustled back to his spot to get ready to attack, able to keep the ball in front of him, take that look and make the appropriate shot. The little things that matter in this game.
Schachter leading 18-11, going to the sky ball way up there. They got a good look at it. What a beautiful, perfect sky ball by Sam Schachter the Tractor.
Usually the team that's winning gets goaded into the sky ball around 20, but at 18 points, Sam pulling it out on his own will, and I think he's going to go for it again.
Will he do it again? Why not?
He's going again.
Oh. I guess that's the thing with the sky ball. You never know if it's going to be like his first serve or like what we just saw right there.
First to Jeff, second to Duff.
He's only good for one. If you want a boy and a girl, he's not going to give it to you. But don't keep trying.
Mike Plantinga trying to get refocused here. Former U of Alberta volleyball player. Oh, a little miscommunication there between Schachter and Binstock. You won't see that too often, Wes.
Well, you see, it's actually a trick play they were running there. Josh passing from the left side of the court, running for a right side set, so he causes the defending team to shift their defense, which gives Sam an easy set over. When unfortunately it backfired, he set the ball right into the net.
Here's Plantinga, setting up for Binstock. Once again, and here we have set points. Schachter, Binstock leading 20-13 in the first set here.
Crowd goading Binstock into the sky ball territory here. Let's see if he does it. He's thinking about it.
I think, yeah, Binstock's going to do it here.
He's going to go with the backhand instead, though. And a fairly good one.
Way up in the trees. And unfortunately, Binstock is not happy.
Official ruling is if the ball hits anything that's not in the court on a sky ball, it's considered out. That one just clipping the trees above us.
Schachter for Binstock. There it is. The duel of Sam Schachter, defending champion duo of Sam Schachter and Josh Binstock take the first set 21-14. And Wes, I gotta say, they looked pretty great in that first set.
I definitely agree, and you can see the swagger that they play with. Every team needs to be able to play, you know, with a little bit of high, a little bit of low, maintain a good level, but it's the pride that they play with that really separates them from the rest of the other teams. Plantinga and Whelan are just a little bit too quiet. They miss a few points here, they lose a few points there, and they're not really talking to each other in the play. They get a few points, they get a few rallies, and they're still not talking to each other. They need to fire up, get playing with some energy, and that's going to be the difference. I think those are difference points where they can get 1 or 2 or 3 more, and that's going to be a set, closer set. Maybe they take the advantage and win.
Now, Wes, you've participated in this tournament for a number of years now, and this weekend you had the opportunity, the daunting opportunity, to play against Josh Binstock and Sam Schachter. Can you talk to me about that experience?
Well, like I said, we were their first match, and they weren't really awake yet, so we were able to get a few points on them. The first set was pretty quick. They beat us fairly easily, 21-12, but you know, if you play bump set spike against a team like that, you're gonna lose. So we did a few changes. We ran some speed, ran some middle attacks, ran some 2 balls. We skyballed them, and we actually got 17 points, so that was quite an accomplishment, I think. That's success for us.
Now playing against them in person compared to watching them, say, from the sidelines or on television, does it do it justice? I mean, how tough is it playing against that duo?
They make incredible shots. Binstock is a tremendous blocker. He makes it so hard on you to make perfect shots, and then Sam's there to pick up the ball. You have to be perfect. And when you think you need to be perfect, that's when you make errors. And I think that's what's happening with Plantinga and Whelan here today. They just put the pressure on you. It's why they're so good.
Sam Schachter. Plantinga with the dig. Plantinga going up. Here's an opportunity. And it's in with the smash. Plantinga and Whelan on the board, leading 1-0 early on in the second set.
Now let's just get one thing straight, though. When I say we got 17 points, doesn't mean that we earned all 17 points. They may have given us a few here and there.
Binstock setting it up for Schachter. Great dig. Just out of the reach of Cam Whelan. (1-1) early on in second set. Men's final here at Center of Gravity. Defending champions Josh Binstock, Sam Schachter. Binstock ready to serve. 2012 Canadian Olympian. Binstock. Plantinga. Plantinga going up, challenging Binstock. Whelan. Great rally here. Too much power from Sam Schachter.
You hear Binstock apologizing mid-rally for that set that was a little bit off the net, but Sam saying, nope, it was good. Here's a kill for you.
Now, Wes, we saw this team last year in the final, and obviously you faced them earlier on in this tournament. Now we're watching them here today. How do you think this team has progressed over the last year of playing together?
They just keep getting better. That's the beauty of playing with the same partner for a while. You gel. It's one thing to play with someone and get to know them. Teams like Binstock and Schachter gelled from day one, and that's only going to make you better in the long run. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do on the Olympic stage in the next few years.
Yeah, speaking to Sam Schachter, he said his immediate goal is to make the Pan Am Games in 2015, but also his ultimate goal is the Olympics in 2016. Wow. And right now they're ranked number 3 in Canada. They moved up from their number 5 ranking after a 17th place finish in the FIVB Long Beach Grand Slam last weekend. Actually, I should say this weekend. This is their second tournament this week. Here's Schachter. To Binstock. Schachter. Plantinga going up. Binstock to challenge. Just out of the reach of Sam Schachter.
The amazing thing about Binstock and Schachter in Long Beach, too, is they played against some of the toughest teams in the world. And in fact, 2 of the teams that they lost to in their pool play were in the semis. And this is a world event, so they're on the main stage on a consistent basis, which is why they're just so good.
And when we're talking FIVB, we're talking the best volleyball talent in the world. Schachter going up. Too much power once again.
Not sure why Cam Whelan elected to peel there. It was a perfect set, about half a meter off the net. Sam Schachter with all the angles, all the options. Whelan deciding to peel, and Schachter saying thank you.
Schachter Binstock leading 4-3 in the second set here. Up 1 set to love.
Sam Schachter back to serve, the side switch, 4-3. So we can see.
Here's Sam Schachter. Going up, heavy serve. Going for the spike, Whelan, perfect placement.
That's exactly what Whelan and Plantinga need to do here. Get a good pass, get a good set and run. Go right over top Josh. Josh is a big blocker, but I think Cam and Mike have the vertical and the height to make those fast shots over top the block, get some points.
Cam Whelan serving now, attending Teachers College next year. Just along the net, meanders its way in once again. Sam Schachter. Now, is that planned? Do they plan for it to nick the net like that, to change direction, change speed? Or is that a little bit lucky there, Wes?
They'll tell you they planned it, but it's definitely a little luck. Sam's still going for that sharp cutty, but net giving him some help there. If you can master that shot, you'll win no problem.
Oh, Plantinga again. He has creamed some balls.
We're seeing some life now from Mike Plantinga and Cam Whelan, tied 5-5. It's been very back and forth in this second set. No team really taking a stranglehold. Here's Plantinga. Schachter getting up. Perfect placement, point Schachter and Binstock.
Not much you can do when the pass and the set is that good and you have all the options. Sam just too high, even though Mike is 6'7". He's got long sticks of arms for blocks. Sam just too high, he can do whatever he wants.
Schachter going up. Plantinga, Whelan with an opportunity, blocked by Josh. Bin block.
We can see Whelan already apologizing to Plantinga there, saying, my bad. He passed the ball, he was a little late getting to his approach. He didn't have time to take the look. Plantinga gave him the wrong call, said line. He decided to hit cross right into the block of Binstock.
Here's the former Wilfrid Laurier player, Sam Schachter with the serve. Heavy serve, too much for Plantinga.
Brought to you once again by the
Once again, you see that swagger. You see Binstock and Schachter have a few planned celebrations. They've got about 6 different high five routines that they go through. Those are things that keep a team level, to keep them having fun on the court. So whether they're winning or losing, they're always playing and they're staying as one, staying a group so that they can push through at any situation together.
Now we saw early on in the first set, it was back and forth to start, and then you saw Binstock and Schachter really pull away right about the same time now in the second set. Now they scored 3 straight points. They have all the momentum. Wes, you gotta think right now it's pretty much do or die for Plantinga and Whelan.
Well, that's the beauty of the sport of volleyball. It's the only sport, unlike other sports, that you have a break in between sets where you play a best of 3. So even though Schachter and Binstock won the first, Cam and Mike were able to reset into second and come out with a little more fire. So yes, it is do or die, but they really still got to play with some more energy and feed off together and make some better plays, and this could be a lot closer.
Now, to give you an idea of how small the beach volleyball community is in Canada, Cam Whelan and Sam Schachter actually played collegiately together at Wilfrid Laurier. Played 4 years together. Wilfrid Laurier, the university in Waterloo, Ontario, of course. Must have been a pretty talented university team.
Hey, Sailor Moon, minor celebrity, got Sailor Moon in the house right now.
There's Sam Schachter.
Canada.
Power serve again.
He won
Whelan
the
going up.
contest here last week.
Just out of bounds.
Ooh, that set coming off a little bit of the right hand of Plantinga, coming a little too far off the net. Whelan overran that set. He had no options there. All he could do was hit the ball deep, and unfortunately went out the side.
Now, is Binstock kind of getting in the heads of Whelan and Plantinga with his presence at the net?
I think so. When the block is that good, as we saw in the women's match with Wilkerson, it makes the offensive team think a little more. You've got to put that ball a little more off the net so you can have a little more angle to hit. And if you put the ball too far off the net, you're at a disadvantage.
Here's Sam Schachter leading 9-5. Again, too much. That was a power serve. Almost too much power. How do you return that?
Having played against Sam yesterday, his serves are so precise. He could be facing one way and then drop a perfect short serve or a perfect seam serve, and then he throws a jump serve at you. So he's keeping Mike and Cam guessing here. This is why they have the advantage. Look at him to serve maybe the inside of the court now.
Goes Schachter. Into the net.
Into the middle of the net. There he was, going for the middle of the court. First serve, getting an ace to the outside of Mike, trying to hit the middle there. Always keeping the defensive team on trying to guess what's happening.
So here's Cam Whelan, Mike Plantinga trailing by 4, 6 serving 10 in the second set. Binstock setting it up for Schachter. Plantinga challenging. Just look at the angle on that spike by Sam Schachter.
He's just too high, and that shot is too sharp. There's no chance. As a defender, you almost have to guess, but if you guess, you'll see that and go line over. So it's really a bunch of head games going on right now.
Josh Binstock, known for his great anticipation. It's a mental game for him. Obviously, he has the athletic abilities, but he has the ability to anticipate. There it is right there. Unfortunately, just a better shot there by the team of Whelan and Plantinga. But can you talk to me a little bit? I mean, obviously, Binstock, he has the vertical ability. He stands at 6'6", but it seems like he already is one step ahead of his opponent.
That's why it's so important to look and communicate with your partner in the play so that you can figure out what the best strategy is to score. If you're not looking and communicating, then you're always guessing, and the defenders will have the advantage.
He opened up his boo-boo again. He might need a kiss from somebody.
So 12-7 in the second set. Schachter, Binstock leading 1-0. Could take home the final by winning the second set.
Let's see where Schachter goes with this serve. Last time he went outside in. Let's see if he starts with the middle here or goes back to the outside of Mike.
Schachter. Plantinga setting it up. Whelan. Nice dig by Schachter. Here he goes. Oh, drills it. Sam Schachter the tractor. Too much power.
He hit that ball so hard he almost fell over when he landed. But there we see him again. He served the last two at Mike. Now this time going at Cam. Cam almost not expecting it. Almost wasn't ready. And what usually tends to happen is when you don't get served a lot, the second you do get served, you want to hit the ball hard. Cam hit the ball hard. Sam was right there to pick it up. A lot of head games.
And that is just wide. Schachter thought it was in.
The delayed call by ref Brian Hebert. They're asking him to go check the lines, and no, it's in. Little sportsmanship there. Cam Whelan calling it in.
Wow.
Down 13-7, he calls it in.
These guys all play together in the national team program. You can really see a good sense of sportsmanship, and that's what you want to see at tournaments like this. Even though $3,000 is on the line, you can tell these guys want to win the right way.
Like I said before, at the end of the day, you're just out here playing volleyball with your buddies. If there's some money on the line, that's a bonus.
Now the current score, I'll tell you in just a second. Schachter Binstock leading 14-7. Looking quite comfortable right now, quite relaxed. Not much communication in their corner. What is Whelan and Plantinga thinking about or talking about right now? It looks like they're discussing a few things.
They're talking about the serve receive here. Sam has the advantage. He's got a high velocity, very fast jump serve that he's moving both players around. It's really hard for them to figure out where they're going to serve. They gotta get on close to the end line to give themselves time. They need to really split step and be in movement as the hit's being made so that they have some velocity to get to the ball, put the ball high and get a good set. If they can take care of the pass here, I think they'll have a good chance to side out.
Both Sam Schachter and Josh Binstock, I keep thinking Josh Binblock just because of the way he's playing, but they both grew up in Richmond Hill, Ontario, suburb of Toronto. Binblock going up, blocks it again. Now they're 8 years apart. They never played with each other growing up. Apparently Richmond Hill is a hotbed for volleyball talent, Wes.
Well, the full-time training center is located in Toronto, so it's only ideal that they draw their athletes from the Toronto area. It's very hard for BC players to go and take their lives there, so most of the players that we have on the international circuit are from that area.
Here's Cam Whelan. looking for any sign of life for him and his partner to get back in this match.
Wilson's all drunk and he gives a girl a hug and kind of
Here's
lifts her up with her
Binstock
hip
going
thrust.
up.
Super inappropriate, like groins are gonna touch.
What can you do if you're Mike Plantinga?
Touching hug.
I love that shot by Josh Binstock. He's facing cross. Everything about his body tells the defender he's going cross. At the last second, he torques his wrist around the upper right side of the ball. It's called a thumb up across your body swing. Ball goes back towards the line. Not much you can do.
Okay, we'll talk.
Whelan going up. Deflected off Binstock and a point for Whelan and Plantinga.
That time he took a look. The few times before that, he was rushing into his attack. He didn't take a look at the defense. That time, he got a good look before he jumped, saw what Sam was doing, able to go over top of the block.
Trailing by 7 here in the second set. They need to go on a run. Here's Plantinga into the net. And that's one thing you can't do against Binstock and Schachter. Unforced errors have to be your worst enemy.
Most definitely. If you serve the ball long, you still put the onus on the player over there to maybe pass the ball. If you put it into the net, they know it's a free point.
Schachter. Whelan. Great dig by Schachter. Here he goes, going up. It's a great rally. Tipped. They have an opportunity. Oh, what an effort by Sam Schachter. Great rally both ways.
If you enjoy that, put your hands
Crowd
together
is
and
loving
keep it
that.
going. Two Team Canada athletes, two Team Canada teams going at it here. Schachter, Binstock couldn't get the point. Plantinga Whelan closing the gap. It's now 10-17. Cam Whelan serves.
Here's Whelan. Again into the net.
It's such a momentum killer for you to win a point like they did before. Run the ball down, make Josh and Sam work for it, and then have a serve into the net. Those are the ones where you really need to take your time on the service line. Use your full 8 seconds, go through your routine, put the ball in.
So Schachter and Binstock just 3 points away from their second center of gravity championship in as many years. And here's the sky ball.
Oh.
Well, that's something they don't practice at the training center.
That guy there, he doesn't drink.
All right, Mike Plantinga. Maybe a sky ball from him. Let's see what he's got. 11-18. Spinner.
Here's Plantinga. Binstock, Schachter ready for it. Too much power once again, just drills it.
There's a
No
shack attack.
chance for Plantinga and Whelan.
19-11.
Schachter loves to beat balls.
Sky ball. Let's see what he can do. See if he goes forward this time.
19-11 in the second set. Schachter and Binstock can taste it.
He's gonna try the sky ball again. Will it go forwards or backwards?
Here it is.
Oh, look out in the stands.
Way up.
Oh.
Narrowly misses our cameraman Chris Clark.
Balls, but you know what? The crowd's love.
Yet he does not flinch.
Cam Whelan goes for a sky ball. Give him some love.
There we go.
Cam Whelan going for it. Why not? Why not? Here it is. They're gonna play it. Whelan going up. Binstock to challenge. Josh bin block again.
Josh Binstock. Looking like the ugly friend on a Saturday at the bar, getting a block
So it's
right
match
there.
point for Binstock and Schachter. 1 point away from their second center of gravity championship in as many years. $3,000 on the line. There's the sky ball. And just out of bounds.
Good eye.
That's all right. Now as everyone serves the sky ball, will Mike P sky ball.
He's coming. I think he's coming with it. Here we go.
Oh, and there it is.
Hey, let's get more.
Perhaps an anticlimactic finish to the men's final at center of gravity, but nonetheless a great display of elite volleyball here at the Hot Sands Beach Courts. Josh Binstock and Sam Schachter taking another championship, 2 in as many years. Mike Plantinga and Cam Whelan finishing second.
And you know, in similar fashion, last year beating the duo of Caverly and Chow, keeping them under 14 points. Again this year, beating Plantinga and Whelan, keeping them under 14 points, goes to show how far ahead of the competition they are from everybody.
So you can add another championship to their belt. The developing duo, national team duo of Sam Schachter, of Josh Binstock, both from Richmond Hill, Ontario, continue their tour over the summer. We'll talk to them in just a little bit after this quick break.
Don't give a movie